back to school. We're at home for the whole year. Oh my God, I'm feeling so bad for your parents. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. In this channel, we talk a little bit about, well, a lot of it. Whether it's at home for a couple of weeks or at home for the whole year, I have some tips and tricks for studying at home. I ask you guys to stay tuned to the end of the video to get some details on an awesome giveaway I have for you guys. You guys are going to love it. First tip I have for you guys is to set up a study schedule. Setting up a study schedule is essential for you to be on top of your game. You need to make sure that everything is done ahead of time. You need to make sure that you set out the allotted time for studying, for homework, and for projects, as well as research papers, which take up so much time. What I do is I allot 2 weeks of study schedule at a time. That way I don't overwhelm myself. I don't feel like I have so much to do. I make sure that I block in breaks, not only daily, but you also need to put in breaks through those 2 weeks. So let's say that I am studying from today for 14 straight days. I want to make sure that on day 5 and 10, I take them completely off. I don't study at all unless it is close to finals time. That is an exception, and I have to make sure that I study every single day, even if it's a little bit, because when it is close to exam time, it is better to study multiple days in little increments than it is to study a whole day for 10 to 20 hours. Tip number 2 is positive affirmations. I am a firm believer in manifesting your own destiny. And if you believe that you are going to pass this semester with straight A's, you are going to pass this semester with straight A's. The only person stopping you, it's you. So make sure that in your study space, you have positive affirmations that you can see whenever you feel down, whenever you feel overwhelmed, or whenever you just need that boost of energy to get you through your study session. Speaking of study space, tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to make sure that you have a designated study space. Do not, I repeat, do not study in your bed. If you have the option to have a desk, or better yet, if you have the option to study outside of your room, studies show that this is more productive and it will keep you motivated even longer than studying in your room. Your body associates your room and your bed with relaxation and sleep, which is not good when you want to have a productive study schedule. Another con to studying in your bed is studying, whether it is productive, whether it is done correctly and on time, is still stressful. You're learning something every single day. You are thinking about, I need to get this A so that I can get this credit so that I can get my degree. Or if you're still in high school or middle school, I need to pass this test so I can pass this class and move on to the next grade. Studying is stressful. That is not a good environment to have in your bed. Eventually, what will happen is you will create a feeling of stress when you're in your bed. So when you go to bed at night and try to sleep, your body's gonna be thinking, hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to be studying. Why are you trying to sleep? Which will cause for less effective sleep. Tip number 3 is to get motivated. One thing that I like to do before I study is I sit and I watch study with me videos on YouTube. I can link a couple channels down below that I love for studying motivation. There's nothing that motivates me more to study than to watch someone else study. And that brings me to tip number 4, is eat something healthy. You want to make sure that whatever you're eating is protein packed. That way you have a boost of energy to get to work. Avoid carby foods that will only make you sleepy and drowsy and make you feel heavy and unproductive. You want to make sure that you are on your A game. Tip number 5 is very important when you are studying from home. You want to get rid of distractions. And what is the biggest distraction, you say? course, your phone. So I recommend that you download a productivity app. My favorite is called Forest. This app, what it does is it lets you plant a tree and give that tree life. How do you give that tree life? You basically have to stay logged onto the app. If you leave the app, it will notify you, hey, come back, your tree is gonna die, and you get to make your whole forest. Better yet, with every single tree that you plant, your forest grows and you get coins, which can be used to either purchase new tree species, or you can actually donate coins to have someone plant a real tree on Earth. What better way to help the environment than to stay productive and study? Tip number 6 is to take breaks. The Pomodoro method is a very good method for studying. What it is you block out 25 minutes of study time and 5 minutes of break. These 5 minutes of break have to be away from all of your studying. Get up, take a walk, stretch, drink some water, go talk to your husband, to your wife, to your partner, to your child, to your mother, to your grandmother, speak to someone. Get away from the study mindset. Do whatever it is you have to do to get your mind off of the studying for 5 to 10 minutes. Then come back with a fresh mind, ready to absorb some more information and some more studying to continue a productive study schedule. Tip number 7 is noise control. There's nothing worse than being motivated, trying your hardest to study, and everyone is making noise, keeping your mind away from your study. My recommendations based on the level of concentration needed is to either listen to some study music or to listen to some white noise. There is a channel that has a bunch of study music. I like to listen to lo-fi hip-hop beats. It's just a live, continuous loop of hip-hop beats to study to. These are not hip-hop beats to the songs we hear on the radio. If you were to hear those beats, you'll start singing the songs in your head. They're just random hip-hop beats to keep your mind focused on your study. However, if that's too much for you, that is okay. I recommend to go on the YouTube search box and to search for white noise. White noise is perfect for blocking everything out. Tip number 8 when studying from home is to invest in some blue light glasses. Whether it's your prescription glasses like myself, or whether you purchase some blue light glasses from Amazon, I will go ahead and link one down below. Blue light glasses will save you a lot of headache. Tip number 9 is comfort. Why not be comfortable? Wear comfortable clothing that isn't tight and isn't restricting blood flow to any part of your body so that you don't lose concentration or motivation while you're studying. Adding to that, make sure that the temperature is comfortable. You don't want to be in the middle of a serious study session, super motivated, super on point, super productive, and out of nowhere you start sweating. Then all that productivity, motivation is gonna go out the window, and you're gonna be thinking the whole time, oh my gosh, it is so hot. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so cold, I need a jacket, I need some socks, I need this, I need that. I'm not studying. So, recommendation is to make sure that you're not only comfortable with your clothing, you're also comfortable with the temperature in your home. Number 10 is to make sure that you are studying in a well-lit space. Darkness causes the body to secrete the hormone melatonin. This is the sleepy hormone. So if you're studying in a dark space, you're eventually going to get tired. Let's face it, studying isn't fun. My recommendation is to study in a well-lit, comfortable space to boost your productivity and your motivation. Tip number 11 is to make flashcards. Now, I know a lot of us used to make flashcards because they're perfect for on the go. You're walking from class to class looking at your flashcards, you're walking to your locker looking at your flashcards, you're sitting in the football field looking at your flashcards, you're sitting in the bus looking at your flashcards. They are perfect on-the-go study tools. However, studies show that flashcards are more effective than reading your handwritten notes over and over and over, or reading the highlighted parts of your book over and over and over. They stimulate your brain to learn the material because you're constantly flipping the cards and moving, and this causes for effective learning. Tip number 12 is to find someone to teach the material to. When you're learning to teach someone, your brain automatically connects the information in a different way. Understanding it, not only learning it. You make sure that you're understanding it so as to explain it to someone. And let's face it, if you can explain it to someone, you got it. Tip number 13 is to use color. Making your notes and flashcards attractively appealing is a perfect recipe for success. Not only will you be motivated to pick them up constantly, your brain will be constantly stimulated with the change of colors so that you can learn your material effectively. Tip number 14. This is my favorite tip. This is my holy grail, and if you can get one thing, just one thing from this whole video, listen to tip number 14. Find questions. Practice, practice, practice. Even if they're not questions on the exact material you are studying, find questions. Studying questions not only helps you lose the fear of tests, it boosts your confidence in the material, and it helps you practice. My final tip is not necessary, however, it's one of my favorite things to do when I'm studying. And this tip is to laminate your notes. Having your notes laminated not only makes them attractively appealing, but when you're crying over your notes, your tears can just roll off. No, really, laminating your notes protects them from environmental hazards. If you're like me, you have a child, I'm pretty sure that your child is probably wanting to spill juice or water or milk or anything on your notes. I'm pretty sure they're wanting to stick it in their mouth. If you are out in a restaurant while you're studying notes because it's close to finals time, however, you still have to go to a restaurant for a family gathering. If someone spills their drink, guess what? Your notes are safe. Anywhere where you go, this protects your notes because paper is just not the most durable material. Laminating your notes not only helps with the attractive appeal, making you motivated for work, but it keeps them protected. That way you're effectively studying at all times and you're not wondering what the heck is this under this ketchup or what the heck is this under this barbecue stick. Without further ado, it is giveaway time! I got such cute goodies for you guys. All you have to do to be entered into this giveaway is be a part of the family. Go ahead and click that subscribe button down below and make sure that you click that notification bell so that you get an alert every time I post a new video. Don't forget to like this video and let me know in the comment box down below if you're interested in more videos like this in the future.